Lizzo breaks her silence as new album struggles, soul-crushing, full story. What happens when one of the biggest pop stars in the world suddenly faces disappointing album sales? That's exactly what's happening with Lizzo. After years of chart-topping success, Grammy wins, and viral hits, her latest musical era hasn't gone as planned. Now, Lizzo is opening up about the emotional toll, calling the experience soul-crushing. So what really happened? Why is the album struggling? And what did Lizzo say that has fans talking? Stay with us as we break down the full story. Welcome back to the channel. If you love the latest celebrity news, entertainment updates, and behind-the-scenes stories from Hollywood and the music industry, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today's story focuses on Lizzo, one of the most influential artists of the past decade, and her emotional response after her newest album failed to meet commercial expectations. Let's dive in. Lizzo's rise to stardom. Just a few years ago, Lizzo seemed unstoppable. Songs like Truth Hurts, Good as Hell, and About Damn Time dominated streaming platforms and radio stations around the world. She became known not only for her powerful voice but also for promoting confidence, self-love, and positivity. Her concerts sold out, her albums earned critical acclaim, and she collected multiple Grammy Awards. Many believed Lizzo had become one of the defining voices of modern pop music. But success in the entertainment industry can change quickly. The new album's performance. When Lizzo released her latest project, expectations were incredibly high. Fans anticipated another collection of chart-topping anthems. Instead, the album reportedly struggled to generate the same excitement as her previous releases. Streaming numbers were lower than expected. Sales failed to match earlier albums. Several singles did not perform as strongly on the charts. Industry observers began questioning whether changing music trends, increased competition, and public controversies had affected the album's momentum. While many loyal fans continue supporting Lizzo, the commercial response has been noticeably weaker compared to her earlier successes. Lizzo opens up. Rather than staying silent, Lizzo chose honesty. Speaking about the disappointing performance, she admitted the experience has been emotionally difficult. She described the situation as soul-crushing, explaining that artists invest years of work, creativity, and emotion into making an album. When that work doesn't connect with audiences the way they hoped, it can be heartbreaking. Lizzo emphasized that creating music is deeply personal. Every lyric, every recording session, and every performance represents countless hours of dedication. Hearing criticism, or watching an album struggle commercially, can affect even the most successful performers. Her comments resonated with many fans, who appreciated her openness and vulnerability. Why the album may have struggled? There isn't one simple explanation. Several factors may have contributed. First, today's music industry moves incredibly fast. New artists emerge almost daily, and listeners constantly shift toward fresh sounds. Second, competition has become more intense than ever. Major artists are releasing albums throughout the year, making it harder for any single project to dominate the charts. Third, public perception matters. Over the past few years, Lizzo has faced legal disputes and public criticism. While those matters remain separate from her music, such headlines can influence public attention and audience behavior. Finally, changing streaming habits mean even successful artists sometimes experience lower numbers than expected. Commercial success isn't always a reflection of artistic quality. Fan reactions have been mixed. Many supporters flooded social media with encouraging messages, reminding Lizzo that one difficult album doesn't erase years of achievements. Others praised her honesty, saying it takes courage for celebrities to admit disappointment instead of pretending everything is perfect. Some critics argued that every artist eventually experiences ups and downs in their career. Many legendary musicians have released albums that underperformed before making successful comebacks. History shows that setbacks often become the beginning of a new creative chapter. What comes next? Despite the disappointing results, Lizzo isn't giving up. She has continued performing, connecting with fans, and expressing gratitude to those who still support her music. Artists frequently reinvent themselves after challenging moments. Some of the biggest comeback stories in music began after albums that initially failed to meet expectations. Whether Lizzo chooses a new musical direction, collaborates with different producers, or simply takes time to recharge, many fans believe her story is far from over. Only time will tell how Lizzo's next chapter unfolds. One thing is certain, Her willingness to speak honestly about disappointment has reminded audiences that even global superstars experience self-doubt and emotional struggles. The music industry is unpredictable, and today's setback could become tomorrow's comeback. Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you think Lizzo will bounce back with her next project? What do you think caused the album's disappointing performance? Share your thoughts in the comments.